What's going on, guys? It's your boy Sunny Chopper Trading. In this video, I'm going to show you the exact ways how you can figure out where you are in the supply and demand curve and figure out what type of trader you are so you can fit the supply and demand strategy according to your needs. Let's get into it. Now, this is part 2 of a multi-part series. If you haven't watched part 1, I recommend that you go watch part 1 so you can understand what's going on this part. Now, subscribe for more great Forex content because I'm going to be pumping out a whole lot and you're going to be learning a whole lot of great stuff. So, without further ado, let's go on my computer and I'll show you exactly what's going on. Alright guys, so what you're looking at right now is AUD USD on the monthly time frame. So, you're probably thinking, whoa, why are we looking at such a high level time frame? How such a big time frame? So the reason is because remember how I said you want to figure out what kind of trader you are, what kind of style you want to play? This is why. For example, most people who trade or who are going to be watching this video are not going to be able to spend massive amounts of time trading Forex, right? They rather be investing rather than trading. There is a big difference, guys. Investing is when you go in for the long term. Trading is when you're doing day trading, short terms kind of stuff, right? That being said, supply and demand is a great strategy because it fits any type of trader. Let me explain. Say you work a job, you can only analyze say 1 hour a week or something like that, right? What you want to do is you want to go on a monthly time frame to figure out figure out the supply and demand curve, right? Where we are on the curve. And what's going to happen is when you start to drill down to your execution time frame, even though you can only dedicate about an hour a week, you can still get into trades. Yes, even with about an hour, 2 hours a week of analyzing, you can still get into trades. Isn't that crazy? So when you start off with a monthly time frame, what that means is that you have a monthly income. Your trades are gonna last about a month. So and then if you drill down to the weekly, right? If you say that you can dedicate a bit more time, then you want to start off with the weekly time frame, right? Your trades are gonna last about a week or two, and then the daily. Your trades are going to last about a day, and you dedicate a bit more time. And if you're just sitting at home really not doing anything, you just want to make a bunch of money, really do a bunch of quick trades, 4 hours, even 1 hour. Like 1 hour is going to be super fast trading, right? So let's go back to the monthly because most people here are going to be working full-time jobs and stuff like that. So I think it'd be most helpful for doing the monthly time frame analysis. So what you want to do is you want to figure out the closest untested let me repeat that. The closest untested demand and supply zones. Now, we'll get into how to find these zones in a later part. But let me just show you right now. This right here is a demand zone. And this right here is a supply zone. But here's the caveat. This supply zone has been tested 3 times, so we can't use that anymore. We need to use the upper supply zone. We need to look for fresh supply zones. So there you go. That's your supply and demand curve. We're low on the curve. We're in a demand zone right now. So what does that mean? That means that you should start looking for buying opportunities. Let me repeat that. You are in a demand zone. You should look for buying opportunities. Now, let's just say that prices were somewhere around, how do you do this? Okay, let's just say prices were around like this zone right here. Let me make that thicker so you guys can see that. Like the prices are right here. You're in the middle of the supply and demand curve right now. If prices were here, and when prices are in the middle of the supply and demand curve, you want to trade with the trend at that point, and we'll get into that in the next few videos. And basically, if prices are up here or like near this zone, then you want to start looking for sell orders. You want to start looking for selling opportunities because prices are going to get, higher and they're getting expensive, basically. Now, since prices are down here, the big banks are probably thinking, yo, AUD, Australian dollar, is cheap right now. And this is where fundamentals start to play. Say you think that the Australian dollar, the Australian economy, is going to start doing much better in the next few months or so, right? And you think that the Australian dollar right now is undervalued compared to where it will be in the next few months. Right now is a great opportunity to get in at a cheap price. Now, let's just say prices are up here. AUD is a bit overpriced, and you think that the Australian economy isn't going to do as well. So you can start looking for selling opportunities up here. So that being said, this is how you can analyze where you are on the supply and demand curve, right? We'll get into how to find these zones in particular in the next few videos. But I just want you guys to understand that supply and demand can be, it's very flexible. You can be a monthly trader, you can be a weekly trader, a daily trader, and still make money off of this same strategy. And the nice thing is, it applies, like it's the same strategy across all trading styles. So say you're a full-time job and you're doing monthly income trades, and then all of a sudden, you quit your job. You're like, okay, I want to start doing this full-time. All you have to do really is, instead of starting with the monthly time frame, you can start doing daily time frames or even 4-hour time frames, and the same strategy applies. You don't have to change anything. Yeah. So you can use the same strategy on every time frame. So in the next part 3, we're going to go over the middle time frame. That is the trend time frame. What the trend time frame allows you to do is identify the trend, the momentum of the market, so you can avoid getting burned by the trend. So you always want to basically figure out what the trend is and try to join the trend. That's all you want to do, is you want to join the trend, and based on where you are in the supply and demand curve, you want to lower your odds of making a bad mistake. That's basically what the supply and demand curve is. It's lowering your odds of making a bad trade. Because most traders, in all honesty, when prices rise, they're all like, oh my god, the hype is real, I want to buy. But in reality, what's happening is prices are getting expensive. You want to start looking for sell opportunities up here, not buying opportunities. That's flipped. And that's why most traders are losing, because they're buying into the hype, they're losing, they aren't in touch with their emotions. And then they start to do stuff that's kind of opposite to what they're supposed to be doing. That's why if you take trades opposite of what the 95% do, you end up winning most of the time, which is kind of funny. So that being said, subscribe for more great Forex content. I'm going to be pushing out a whole bunch of stuff. And this whole supply and demand series is going to be great. It's going to take your trading game to the next level. But this is Sunny Chopper Trading. Peace.